Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day. Today we are doing something that we do every year on the channel, and this is talking about what Pokemon can bring to the table next year. So normally I think I kind of do these videos in January and just kind of hype everyone up, like what can we get from Pokemon this year? But I decided to do it a bit earlier since I've not really done videos in a while, and this is kind of like the only Pokemon video I really wanted to make, talk about what we can get for Pokemon's 25th anniversary. And yes, next year is Pokemon's 25th anniversary, a big year for gaming. Normally when games have their 25th anniversary they have like big announcements, and we know we're going to get at least 2 games next year, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but I'm also going to be talking about what I expect to see and also what I'd like to see. I'm not sure if these games will come out, but it would be nice if they get added to the roster for next year for Pokemon. And like I said, 25th anniversary, that's only a good thing. We're going to get loads of merch as well, even if we don't get games. I'm pretty sure this Bulbasaur jumper is part of the 25th anniversary. I just saw it last week and thought, yeah, I'm going to buy this. It looks cool. So I'm a big fan of Bulbasaur, so yeah, that's why I'm wearing this. But before we do jump into today's video, I just want to thank all of you who checked out the last video I made, which was a channel update. And that was essentially explaining why I've not uploaded in like 8 months, which is a ridiculously long time. But yeah, this year's gone so quick, and I basically explained what I've been up to and why I stopped uploading. So if you haven't seen that, just feel free to check it out at some point. But I want to thank everyone for leaving such great comments. You guys are the best, honestly. I've been trying to go back through those comments and reply to as many as I can. So if you have left a comment, thank you so much. It does mean the world to me. But with that out of the way, guys, let's just start the video. So we're going to talk about 2 games we know about that are coming next year, and that is Pokemon Unite, which is kind of like a League of Legends-esque game. And if you guys remember that game, when that got announced, I thought it looked okay, but the dislike ratio was ridiculous. And I think this was because Tencent were the ones behind the game. They were the ones making it, and they got a bit of a bad rep, it's fair to put. I'm not sure if that was the only reason why there were loads of dislikes. Maybe just people did not like the game in general. And I think it is coming to mobile as well, so I think it's like a cross-platform thing between Switch and mobile. That's just what I remember from it, so I could be wrong. So that is coming next year, we assume. I'm not too bothered about that game, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if I'll even download it. It looks fine, it's not my type of game. And the other game that everyone was in love with, and me included, was Pokemon Snap 2. I'm going to call it that. I know it's not really technically called that, but Pokemon Snap Switch, Pokemon Snap 2, whatever you want to call it, that looked amazing, and it's been made with Bandai Namco, and the Pokemon models look brilliant, graphics look great, and we've been asking for a Pokemon Snap game, well, since the first one came out. Funny thing with Pokemon Snap, a little bit story, I never even owned a Pokemon game, and at this point, I think it was Gold and Silver just come out. I didn't own any Pokemon games, I was just watching the anime, and I wanted a Pokemon game so bad that I got my parents to buy me a book and like a walkthrough of Pokemon Snap. And I've actually never really played the game properly. I've just kind of like looked at the images in this book I got as a kid, and I just fell in love with that game without playing it, which is funny. And like, I've obviously seen gameplay, I played a bit of it, but it's not something I've actually played properly, so I'm really looking forward to Pokemon Snap on the Switch. I think that game's going to be so much fun. So that is one game I'm really looking forward to. Let me know in the comments if anyone else is looking forward to Pokemon Snap 2 or whatever we want to call it, because I think it looks great. So now we've gone over 2 games that we think are coming out next year. I'm pretty sure they will be, and obviously that is Pokemon Unite and new Pokemon Snap. So let's go over 2 games that I think we will see next year, or at least one of them, and maybe there is a chance for the other one, although I think it's unlikelier in comparison. So let's just get the one out the way that everyone has been talking about for years and years, since essentially Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, and this is remakes for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, my personal favourite Pokemon games. I just love everything about Generation 4, the region, the music, the Pokedex, everything. I think it is the best Pokemon ever got. Those years when you had Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, for me that is peak Pokemon. You got some great spin-offs as well, with Explorers of Time, Darkness and Sky, and we had the Rangers games. A lot of good games coming out that period, and I think that is a lot of people's favourite generation, like I said, me included in that. So I think Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remakes, for me that is incredibly likely. I cannot believe, by the way, how long it's been since we got the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remakes. So it's going to be next year, if we say we do get Diamond and Pearl remakes. It's been 7 years since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which is crazy to me. I just remembered the day that game got announced, and it doesn't seem that long ago to me in a way. I'm not sure if anyone else is like this. I just find that very weird. 7 years. 7 for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Crazy. So yeah, I think Diamond Pearl Remix, it has to happen. They've been kind of teasing stuff on and off. I'm not sure if it's been deliberate, but they've been showing something with like Pokemon in space, and I think that is a bit of a jump. Thinking, hey, this is going to be Diamond Pearl related, but you never know. And I know there were Dialga and Palkia balloons in a shopping mall somewhere. I think it was in Japan. They can be taken out of context as well, because you don't know whether that's, there's other balloons of other legendaries, but I think it will happen. It just has to happen. So the other potential game we could get, and it's one I don't want, and I think a lot of people, some people will want it for sure, but not me personally, and this is Let's Go Johto. I wouldn't know what to really name them after. Obviously we had Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I've still got Let's Go Eevee somewhere over here. I played 5 hours and I just this isn't for me. I didn't enjoy it. What I will say is that I really like the shiny hunting with the overworld Pokemon. That was really cool. That was super, super cool. It was so much better than Sword and Shields, which you had overworld Pokemon, but they weren't shiny. I feel like that is the way forward for shiny Pokemon. I think that's so, so cool. So that was the only thing I kind of liked about it, and I couldn't even bring myself to get to that stage where you could shiny hunt Pokemon. So they could do a Pokemon Let's Go Johto. Again, I'm not really sure what they do for the Pokemon. I've seen box art designs before with Togepi and Marill. They're not as iconic as Pikachu and Eevee, let's say that. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be interested in Let's Go Johto. If it released, I wouldn't buy it. Diamond and Pearl Remix, on the other hand, I definitely would, and I think that is the most likely that's going to happen. We're definitely going to get a main series game next year. It's just going to be one or the other, I think. I'll be very, very surprised if it's anything like Pokemon Sword and Shield related, especially since we got the DLC, and I think that's what they're going to do from now on. Instead of the third game, they're going to do the DLC model, which is you'll get some extra content later on, and they should have been doing that since Pokemon X and Y, in my opinion. Okay, so those are 2 potential games we're most likely going to get next year. I'm just going to go over a couple of games now that I would really like to see for next year for Pokemon's 25th anniversary, but I think they are unlikely. So first off, let's go with my personal favourite Pokemon game, and this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Darkness and Sky. Those games, if you play them, they're just by far the best spin-off games, in my opinion. They're better than the original Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team. I think that's great, but it's kind of bland in comparison. There's so much going on with Explorers. Better story, better characters, and much more content. And now that we got the Rescue Team remake last year, it is, I think it is incredibly likely, and I think we are going to get this game one day. I just think it might be a little too early to get it next year. I'm sure they have all the assets and the models ready to make that game. I just think we need a bit more development time for it, so they could release it for next year, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I think we're going to see this game in 2022, but I wouldn't say no if they announced it early on next year like they did with Rescue Team DX. Another game I would really like to see is something similar to Pokemon Colosseum or even Battle Revolution. I would take another Battle Revolution game. I know not many people like that game. I loved it. That's still one of my favourite Pokemon games, and I won't defend it because I know why it gets the hate. I think it deserves it. There's no story or anything like Colosseum and Gale of Darkness, which were really, really good Pokemon games. But Battle Revolution, I loved everything about that game in terms of the music, just the way it felt like playing Pokemon, and battling with Pokemon felt the most realistic it's ever been, and for me that is still the best way to play Pokemon battles. That is the best game we've had, and obviously that game came out in 2007, so it's an old game, and we're kind of due another Pokemon HD battle simulator. And that was made by Genius Sorority, who actually kind of merged into Game Freak, so they took most of the staff. But we've never really seen those elements from Colosseum go into the main series games. I would personally like to see another type of Battle Revolution game with an actual story, so I guess you could say more of Colosseum, but with obviously much improved graphics and animations compared to the main series games. It ain't gonna happen, I'll be honest, but it's something I want to see. And finally, this is the most unlikely. I don't think this is ever gonna happen, but I would take it in a heartbeat. And this is a sequel to Pokemon Conquest, an amazing spin-off game. Honestly. It was kind of weird. It was a mixture of, Nobunaga's Ambition or something? I think it was like a Japanese-only game, and Pokemon. And it kind of plays a bit like, and this is kind of briefly, a bit like a Fire Emblem game, maybe a bit more like Final Fantasy Tactics. I've never played that game, but from the images I've seen, it looks very similar to that in terms of its grid-based layout and stuff like that. But it's so much fun. The music's great, the map designs are great, the Pokemon brilliant. It just plays so well, and there was a lot of content, and everyone loved it. It got great reviews, but just never got a sequel. So, I mean, we've had what? I think it was released in Generation 5, so we've had 3 new generations since, so you could add loads of new Pokemon, loads of new maps, maybe set it in modern day. It wouldn't have to be set in like a feudal Japan, you know, just kind of keep the battle design and the map design the same, but just make it more modern story movie. I don't know. I'd just like to see a Conquest 2. It ain't gonna happen though, but it was a great game. So guys, those are my predictions for Pokemon in 2021 for the 25th anniversary. We know we're obviously getting 2 games with new Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Unite. In my opinion, the other game we're going to get is Pokemon Diamond Pearl Remakes. I am like 99% certain on that one. And I just love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Darkness and Sky remakes. That would be the icing on the cake. And I think we are going to get them one day. I just don't think it's going to be next year. But if they do, oh my god, I'm just going to lose it. It's going to be the best year for Pokemon in a long time. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think we're going to get, first of all? And secondly, what Pokemon game would you like to see the most get announced for next year for the 25th anniversary? And also guys, if you did enjoy today's video, a like is super appreciated. I've not uploaded in ages, so I think the algorithm on YouTube is going to absolutely screw over the channel, which is fair enough, but a like is more appreciated than ever before, kind of get the channel back up on its feet. And if you did enjoy this video and you're new around here and you want to see more like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with everything Pokemon and become a part of the Twintendo Nation. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace!